Hi everyone, Al the Psych here. I have a short video for you today for information purposes only called bullying. And as I was looking into bullying, it was interesting to see all the differences in definitions of bullying. And, the definitions have kind of evolved over the years, and there's sometimes a little debate about exactly what bullying is. I'm going to put down the points that I think are most useful and make most sense to me anyway. So, bullying is distinct from general aggression because of the additional element that it involves aggression with a real or perceived imbalance of power. Okay. Now, the APA, American Psychological Association, defines bullying as a form of aggressive behavior in which someone intentionally and repeatedly causes another person injury or discomfort. Bullying can take the form of physical contact, words, or more subtle actions. The bullied individual typically has trouble defending himself or herself and does nothing to cause the bullying. And cyberbullying is included here. Now, from a workshop that I took, I read about gateway behaviors. And gateway behaviors are socially inappropriate behaviors used to convey contempt and dominance, such as whispering about others, in front of them, laughing at them openly, eye rolling, ignoring, name calling, encouraging peers to drop friends, posting embarrassing photos online, and so on. So these types of behaviors can unfortunately normalize disrespect. And although they're called gateway behaviors that can lead to bullying, they sounded kind of bullying to me as I read them. Now, there's a lot of information about bullying, but what I really wanted to present was the information I found from a research article from the journal European Child and Adolescent Psychiatry. This is a Finnish study, a study from Finland. And what I found most interesting is that, with regard to males anyway, violent offenses were much more frequent, both in persons who used to be bullies and in persons who used to be victims of bullying. This is when they get into adulthood. So that's interesting that it's both the bullies and the victims that tend to have more violent offenses in adulthood. In terms of numbers, percentages, around 10% of males who were not bullies in school were involved in violent offenses of different severity. But 35% of those who were assessed as being frequent bullies were involved in violent offenses of different severity. Now, here's the interesting part of my mind. 14% who were not victims of bullying were involved in violent offenses of different severity, and 24% of victims of bullying were involved in violent offenses of different severity. So that just kind of shows that being a victim of bullying when you're younger at least has some association with being involved in more violent offenses as you go into adulthood. Now, why is this? Well, the study doesn't say. I could only speculate. I mean, I get how males that were bullies in school would be more likely to be involved in violent behaviors later in life. They just kind of continue, that pattern. But why the male victims? I don't know. Is it that they got to the point of being fed up? Is it like a displacement behavior where they're going to displace their anger from when they were younger to, situations now in adulthood with, different individuals? Did they develop a chip on their shoulder to where now if somebody says the wrong thing to them, they're ready to fight? I really don't know, but it would be an interesting area of research. And that is it for